What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk. I know you guys have been waiting for some Danmachi news. We have a ton to discuss today, so stay put. There's some excellent information here, especially for my free-to-play folks, but let's just get down into it because there's a lot of news to discuss. First things first, we have the road to 2021 summer. Now, 2021 summer is obviously going to be 4th anniversary, and we've got pretty much everything that we need to know right now. Right now, we got the 3.5-year anniversary campaign going on. That's basically all the stuff that we've had up to this point. U.S. anniversary is in spring. JP anniversary is 4th anniversary is in the summer. That's the big one. That's the one that's going to make all the difference in the world. Sword Oratoria Volumes 5 and 6 available permanently as main stories. That'll be a great addition. Looks like that is going to be happening sooner rather than later. So that's kind of nice. New Year's and Valentine's Day events available. So we are getting a Valentine's Day event this year. We didn't last year because we had, I believe it was the Goblin Slayer crossover at the same time. So that'll be kind of interesting. And I don't think we'll get a rerun for that because it is like 2 years old at this point, and the rebalance would be like nigh impossible. So basically you can expect a brand new Valentine's Day event based on what this says. Added skill flow features. It's back. I don't know about y'all. I've been waiting for this. This is a feature that I think is going to be absolutely awesome, especially when it comes to some of the events we have in the game. It's just going to be a really, really, really handy event. So definitely looking forward to them re-implementing that. New crossover project is apparently coming sometime in mid-spring. No information on that, but we'll see what happens here. Permanently accessible battle contents to be added. So, not sure what that means. Could be like another Monsterphilia thing. Could be anything like that. So, a lot to be added. And then, of course, all the anniversary hype, which we'll get to a little bit later. Plus, it shows here that in summer, they'll add the 3rd season stuff permanently to the story. So, that's kind of hype. All right. 3.5-year anniversary. This is all the stuff that we have been having. Some of this ends here shortly. You do want to pay close attention to this. But for right now, let's get into all the new stuff. Okay? Is it wrong to celebrate a new year with Danmemo? Yes. No, it is not. Absolutely. No, it is not. So, the Steamy schedule. That is a brand new tale coming here. Just a matter of days, actually. Hours, in fact, at this point. Log in to receive 1,000 iris. Yes, there's 1,000 iris login bonus. Check it. We'll get to that here in a moment. New Year's Fortune Scratch. Free 11 draw daily. Bringing that back again. Like, they give us so many free gachas. It's crazy. New Year's Countdown login bonus. Happy New Year login bonus. Ultimate War Games New Year, which has a really interesting mechanic in it, which we'll get to in a moment. Grand War. I believe that's new. New Year's Greeting Gacha 2021, and of course, we've got the loot bags, which are basically the new whale boxes. Log in on New Year's Day to get 1,000 free iris. I know a lot of you, like me, have been running really low on iris lately, so 1,000 free iris just for logging in. So, boom! Make sure you do that. That is absolutely awesome. Probably going to be New Year's Eve for most of us, because it usually is JP time, but hey, 1,000 free iris. Who can argue, right? Here it is, the Steamy Scheme. And yes, Apollo is back. Alright, so Hot Spring Incident Apollo. He's going to be a free-to-play unit. We'll talk about him in a moment, but let's get down to the new units in this one. This is going to be the first gacha. You're going to have Aisha and Tiona. Gacha number 2, we'll have a new Hestia, a new Harahime, and a new Aisha. Because I am who I am, this is the banner I'm going to say go after, and I don't even know what these units do yet. So, Eyes Up Foist. The new Eyes, stats look pretty decent. HP is, once again, just below 4K, which is about what we want. Triple S strength stats, so very good. MP leaves a little bit to be desired, but 1100 agility does mean that she's going to be very, very good. And quick. Okay. Eyes. Skill 1. It's a 40 MP cost, if you were curious. So, like I said, that MP is a little low, but 40 MP cost is really nothing daunting. Foes, plural. Fast, mid-earth physical attack. It says east. I'm going to guess that's a typo. I'm thinking that's fast. I can't think of what an east attack would be. With ultra critical rate. So, I'll say that again. Fast, mid-earth physical attack with ultra critical rate. Regen rate, physical resist, and earth resist down 30%. So, any regens, it's going to take a bite out of those. Hello, War Games. You got a new unit. Skill 2, 61 MP cost, foes, plural, super earth physical attack with ultra uncounter rate, temporary strength boost, removes HP regen, and HP heal buffs. So, interesting. That is interesting. She's a stall breaker, it looks like. That's wild. Skill 3 is 34 MP cost, foe singular, super earth physical attack, high critical rate, and 40% per each foe physical resist debuff skill. So as that foe that you're attacking is physically debuffed, she's going to get another 40% per which of those you get. And remember, that is adventure and assist side, so that could amount to like 80%. It's pretty quick. Interesting stall breaker here. We'll have to see how that plays out. Aisha, who I will be max limit breaking. I don't give a damn what she does, because I am who I... Dat art, though. I could never use that as the thumbnail, because I would get, like, they would remove the thumbnail so fast. Aisha, skill 1. Cost 61 MP. Foes, plural, super fire magic attack with ultra encounter rate. Allies remove strength and magic debuff. Strength, magic, and dex debuffs. Interesting. Very interesting. Skill 2, 39 MP cost. Fast, mid fire magic attack with ultra on guard rate. Allies strength and magic and fire damage plus 40% for 3 turns. So you technically want to go skill 2 then skill 1. Notice none of these units have extra attacks. That I think is interesting. None of these units have extra attacks yet. So, granted, we're only 2 units in, but interesting that. Skill 3, 31 MP cost. Foe singular, high fire magic attack with ultra penetration rate, temporary great magic boost. Now, we didn't talk about the essay for eyes, but we'll talk about that in the Before You Summon video tomorrow. Essay on Aisha is foes, plural, ultra fire magic attack with ultra critical rate and temporary great strength boost. Allies fire damage plus 100% for 1 turn. Nuts. Fire did not need that, but I wanted that for my fire teams, and I'm very, very happy we got that. Fire is going to be wild, y'all. Absolutely nuts. What can I say? This Aisha is going to be just... sorry, I got distracted. She's a good unit, too. Let's move on. Tiona. Steamy Amazon Tiona. HP leaves a little bit to be desired. What was Aisha's HP? I don't even remember. 37? I always say that magic units are a little squishy. These units, 30, this is encroaching a little closer to the 3,500 range. And I know it's like only, like Aisha only has like 60 more HP, but I don't know, it once you get down to the 3,600 range, it starts to feel a little weak, personally. MP is good, though, and Magic is triple S stat, so she's very good. Agility leaves a little bit to be desired, but that's me. Skill 1 is a 24 MP cost, Self, Magic, and Fire damage plus 65% for 4 turns. Gain 3 additional actions, we're finally seeing this. Low Fire Magic attack, so for the next 3 turns, 2, 3, and 4, you're going to get low fire magic attack along with whatever attack she does. Skill 2, 35 MP cost. Foe singular, so she's a single target fire. Foe singular, high fire magic attack, removes strength and magic buffs. Record Buster skills. Self, damage plus 1... Damage plus 120% per each foe strength and magic buff? What? What? Hold up. So I guess they have to have a strength and magic buff for her to get that. I'm guessing that's how that works. Otherwise, that's wild. There's no way she's getting 240%. There's just no way. That must require that you face a foe that has both buffs in order for her to get that. That's... I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. There's no way that that's the OG where it's like, you know, the other ones, case in point with Aisha, strength and magic damage plus 40% for, you know, or plus, you know, the 40% or whatever per strength and magic buff. This is per, yeah, I don't know. There's no way that there's no way that it's a 240% buff. No way. Because also remember that you're not going to face anyone that has assist skills though, so it's got to be 120 with strength. I don't know. I'd have to see how that works out. I don't have any notes here on that, but we'll have to see how that plays out. That's crazy though. 120% is nuts. Skill 3 is a foe's singular super fire magic attack with high critical rate, magic resist, and fire resist down 35% for 2 turns. Though honestly, that's really only going to be a magic resist for most people. Most people are probably going to run Elise and debuff that. But neither here nor there, a wild and crazy unit. SA is a foe singular ultra fire magic attack. Remove strength and magic buffs. Self damage plus... This has to be a typo. Self damage plus 150% per each foe strength and magic buffs. So once again, I'm going to guess that they have to have both buffs. Both buffs in play to get that. That's going to be really specific. Because if it's either one, that's a wild buff. That's insane. I'm going to guess... Because usually it would say either strength or magic buff then. So I'm guessing when it says strength and magic buff, I don't know. So, like, looking back at Aisha's, it's 40% per each foe physical debuff skill. And this is 150% per each foe strength and magic buff. I don't know. I'm going to guess with a skill that high, they have to have both buffs. There aren't that many units that do that, which really limits her use. But if it's not, that is a absolutely bonkers number. We'll have to test her. We'll really have to see how that plays out. I don't know, guys. That's a weird one. That is a definite weird one. If you guys are privy to information that I'm not, definitely let me know in the comments section down below. But if it is per each strength and magic buff that a unit has, that is unbelievable. That is a crazy amount of buffing. Now, to be fair, if we really check ourselves, if we've had units that do 80% to themselves, like based on their strength and magic buffs, and we get strength and magic buffs, so it's in hindsight, it's actually probably not that crazy. Some of those other units actually would out damage her by a decent margin, but the number still is a little daunting. And if you do come up against somebody that has both buffs, case in point, like a Record Buster boss, she is going to go absolutely crazy. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. We'll definitely see how this plays out. Let's talk about Harahime. Okay? Harahime. She got a pretty low HP stat. Strength and magic. She's a weird one. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see. Skill 1. 61. Sorry, I'm still like a little frazzled by that last unit. It's just daunting seeing those numbers. Skill 1. 61 MP cost. Allies. Dex, Earth damage, and magic resist plus 40% for 2 turns. Self agility plus 60% for 2 turns. Now remember, her agility is already 1150, so that agility plus 60% is going to be nuts. Gain 2 additional actions. Foes. Low Earth physical attack. Okay. Skill 2. Cost 35 MP. Fast. Mid-Earth physical attack with Ultra on guard rate. AoE resistance minus 30% for 1 turn. Remove physical resistance buffs. Okay. Alright. And skill 3 is a foe singular super earth physical attack with ultra critical rate, self damage plus 40% per each dex buff. We've already talked about that. So you just have to have an assist that does dex buffing, which they're out there. Interesting she's got so much magic though. Just very interesting. Huh, strange. So, not the first time we've seen it, though, to be honest. She's just typical balance stuff, but we just haven't seen a unit like this in a long time. SA is a foes, plural, Ultra Earth physical attack with Ultra on guard rate. Remove strength and magic buffs. Allies remove strength and magic debuffs. Le what? So, another really awesome Harahime. Hestia. Hestia, the only assist in the lot, it seems. No. I take the back. Ina, whatever you want to call her. She's an assist too. So Hestia is, first of all, her stats. Let's talk about her stats before we talk about her skills. 820 HP, not bad. MP 211, that's actually quite good for an assist. And her strength stat is out of this world. Also, the art's not bad to look at either. Foes, magic, endurance, and dex. Remember we talked about dex buffing. This is a dex debuff. Foes, magic, endurance, and dex minus 15%. Allies, strength plus 20%. So a 20% across the board strength stat. That's really nice. This is going to be a decent Record Buster unit, or I'm sorry, Wargame unit. Or Record Buster 2, really. You know, this is going to be just a great unit to have across the board. It's just going to be a great unit in general just to own for any physical team you run, period. In anything. At all. The only downside is rip the few uses that that Artemis still had. So, sorry Artemis. It was good while it lasted. For like 2 years, to be fair. Alright. Ina. That art had me... Some of y'all probably saw what I saw. HP 768. That leaves a little bit to be desired. Honestly. MP 224 is not bad. Magic, so she's a more magic-oriented unit, is 635. So that's really good. Agility 338 is a A-class stat. I would love to see an S, but, you know, it is what it is. Foes, plural, Earth, resist, fire resist, and counter rate down 15%. That's really awesome. Really awesome. Allies, critical rate and penetration rate plus 10%. So we're not 20% on fire, but we have earth and fire combined as one, and that reduces counter rate as well. That is going to be a pretty awesome stat, to be completely honest. And I do expect to see her in war games a lot, especially considering she raises critical and penetration rate by 10%. Not end of the world stuff, but she takes some excellent stats and basically combines them all. So, as I was telling you guys for a while now, New Year's units tend to be pretty awesome. So I hope you saved some Iris. And I know you didn't, but I'm hoping you did. I'm really hoping you did. We'll cover this in a little bit more detail in tomorrow's Before You Summon video, but just be familiar with these units. This is the free-to-play Apollo. Notice his HP is really high. All the other stats are kind of lackluster. You're just going to get him anyway and max him and break him. But that HP, if you guys are free to play and you're looking to help keep a unit alive, I'm sorry, my video on the Ox levels, the Asterius levels, didn't work out. Those videos were supposed to go live on the 26th, and because of the audio issues and all that we were facing, they didn't happen. but if hopefully you guys were able to figure it out, HP is a big part of those types of EX missions. So having a high HP stat on a free-to-play unit is incredible. So don't discount this unit. He's going to have uses. He also does magic resist and physical resist down 10%, and 10% earth and fire damage. So he'll be a good free-to-play unit for a lot of upcoming teams. Let's keep going. New Year's Fortune Scratch, 11 free 11 draw daily. This runs, doesn't say, runs for a while. You were getting that for a minute. Good luck. Old rivals are here again. Did I skip something? No, I did skip something. Hold up. Let's see. Let me just plop this. Nope. It's not going to populate. It doesn't want to populate. Anyway, there's a screen here that showed some of the new ticket events that we're getting. But here we go. There we are. That's what I'm looking for right there. Bam, finally populated. Great. It seems to be some kind of a gacha system similar to what we have for, the gacha draws that we had before and the daily iris stuff. So we'll see how this plays out. There's not a huge amount of information on this, but it does look like there's CP items involved. So yeah, there's going to... Okay, no. It actually, I take it back. It looks like each one of these strips is worth a certain amount of CP. So it looks like there's one that's like 21 CP. That'd be nice to have. That'd be really nice to have. I don't know what the deal is with this, honestly, but it looks like there's something. Yeah, this is going to be some kind of gacha system that they're gonna throw in here for us. I don't know if that's just going to be a one-day deal or what. There's just not a lot of information on it. I didn't watch the live streams, unfortunately. I'm not privy to that. But let's get back to this. Old rivals are here again. Challenge and clear all quests. Grand War. So, sorry, Grand War was the thing from 3rd Anniversary. I forgot completely about this. I knew it sounded familiar. But basically a bunch of EX quests and things like that. 4-star tickets up for grabs. Hero lights up for grabs. We will be covering this. I'm sorry, once again, I meant to cover the Asterius missions. I did, but the video didn't work out. You know, we had now a new microphone because of the things that happened literally on the day everything's closed. So my apologies for that. But we will definitely be covering these for absolute certain. Okay? Course 7 Zone is back. We don't know the typing. I did get some data mine, so I'm going to drop a data mine video later today. We'll talk about typing on that. War game. New Year's War game is interesting. An interesting gimmick on this. Every unit will get 100% SA gauge boost. So SA gauge boosting will not be a factor in your overall I guess, in your overall performance. So you don't have to put Finn on your team. You don't have to put Casino Seer on your team. You don't have to have units that do SA gauge boosting. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Every unit's going to get 100% SA gauge boost. So SAs aren't something you can really rush, aside from just general agility stuff, or just wiping out your opponents pretty quickly. So, interesting. We'll see how that plays out. But this should be coming here in the next couple of days. Hopefully you've been preparing your War Games teams. It looks like we're getting some new interesting stuff for War Games as well. Rerun Estrella Record Ultimate Clash Gacha. I did a video last week talking about these. Hopefully you guys got enough out of my other video. But these are dropping in a couple of days. The current banners, there's some good units on the current banners. There's some good units on these banners. If you want my opinion, I would probably... I don't want to say stick to the New Year's units, because the New Year's units are awesome, but the New Year's units are awesome, but so are these units. So, if you haven't yet hit the other videos, make sure you subscribe, stay up to date. I'm going to drop the Before You Summon video early tomorrow morning, and we'll talk about that. Just, in general, all the stuff you need to know. JP 30th Anniversary Exchange Coin Medals. Basically, these exchange coins are going away in like 2 days, so you need to make sure you've spent all of these. If you haven't, I'll drop a video on that on Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I think tomorrow. I have it scheduled. I recorded it last night, so it'll drop Wednesday morning as well as the Before You Summon video, just to give you guys a little heads up, things you might need to be aware of. If you still have these coins, which I have still a few of them, you need to make sure you spend them. They expire on New Year's, so don't lose them. Use them. Login bonuses. So we've got actually the login bonuses here. 70 Iris, not bad, not wonderful, but it is what it is. Then we have all this Iris and a bunch of hero lights. Yes! Yes! Looking forward to that. I mean, I say it every time, but just log in every day. It's not that hard to log in every day. Iris combo with another item for sale. Those are not good values. Ignore them. Not good values. Aurario Mega Loot Bag. These are new whale boxes. So, good stuff. These Prism Bonds for the Assist and the Adventure. 4-star 11 draw ticket times 3. And a regular 11 draw ticket times 1. 6 types of large fauna times 50. Exilia books large times 50. That is going to be an expensive loot bag. Expect that thing to be well in excess. I would say 12 to 1600 paid Iris. Probably, if I had to guess. I would be shocked if it was any lower than that, 1200. But it's always going to be paid Iris, though, guys. Always going to be paid Iris. The mini loot bag is a 4-star guaranteed 11 draw ticket, and I'm hoping that's about 300 paid Iris. That would be about right for that bag, considering it only has the one 4-star 11 draw ticket in it, nothing else. So make that about 300 paid Iris, and that'll be a perfect amount for that. We just they don't give me the prices. I'm just guessing based on history. So the Steamy Scheme bundles, more whale bundles. You can pretty much see what's included there. It's the normal whale boxes that we always get. So make your decision wisely. This will be 600. That'll be like 1,000. Once again, paid Iris, not free Iris, paid Iris. So that was the news. Like I said, a lot to talk about. I told you guys New Year's units were most likely coming, and I told you New Year's units generally are really, really good. So 1230, the Tail Steamy Scheme. I can't say that right. Steamy Scheme, along with the Steamy Scheme Gacha, the Steamy Scheme Special and Mini Bundles, Grand War, all these dropping basically tomorrow. Remember, this is JP time. So, actually, no, it's dropping tonight? If that's JP time, it's dropping tonight. I'll take that. So, dropping tonight, guys. 7th Zone, Record Buster. We have a new Record Buster. There was no information on that. And Ultimate New Year's War Games. So, it looks like we're going to have a War Game and a Record Buster simultaneously. I did say I wanted that, so that'll be nice. Rerun of the Astray Record Ultimate Clash starts tomorrow. So I believe. Actually, I thought that said Thursday. But whatever, doesn't matter. A thing is happening at a time. These are usually JP. Yes, it's all times in JP time. So all this drops tonight. That drops tomorrow. I will drop the Before You Summon video. I intend to do it tomorrow. I might have to do it today. Yeah, reschedule. I'll do it today. So the worst part about that is I have 2 other videos scheduled for today already. So, and I'm not set up to do the data. Like, I sometimes do the other one at the end of this one, but it's not a thing. I'm not set up to do it. So there will be a bunch of videos today, which means you will not get notifications for the live stream. We will be live tonight around 9 p.m. I will try to be as close to 9 p.m. as I can, but, other family responsibilities and things like that. So make sure you subscribe, stay up to date, and check back. And make sure you join the Discords, because both Discords get notifications when I go live. So if you want to make sure you're there for the live streams, that's the best way to do it. But also make sure you subscribe to stay up to date. Like, comment, share. What's this page? 2021. Jeez. New Year's Greeting Gacha. That's the new one. Happy New Year's login special, New Year's Fortune Scratcher, 11 free draw dailies. So maybe that Fortune Scratch, the Scratchers apparently maybe with the daily free 11 draws. So that's going to be a thing. 2021 loot bags. Iris combo with another item for sale. That's garbage still. Don't worry about that. And then a week from then, we get the Steamy Scheme login bonus. Why is it waiting a week? Whatever. 7th Zone Ultimate Wargame. Boy, we have some stuff coming up, guys. We have some serious stuff coming up. And there's a Familia Royale on the 15th. So, start planning for that, guys. You can bet that's going to be Earth and Fire. Plan accordingly. That's the video. Like, comment, share. I need a drink of water after that. That was a long one. And a lot of info. I'll catch you guys on the next one.